Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to the Stephen Oval. Today's epic encounter between Hamilton's Rugby Football Club and Unimil. This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Aramex, Aramex, Strauss Burgers, Amaboko Boko, Kepu, Saggy Stone, Forward, Vasco da Gama, Thorpe Motor Group, and Decro Paints. Forward Headgear and Apparel is a South African promotional headwear and apparel brand focused on modernizing the promotional industry. They specialize in providing brands with trend-forward premium quality products that elevate your brand. Forward is the only promo brand that has chosen not to offer in-house branding, as we believe in supporting our local resellers and branding companies by referring their business instead. Strauss Burgers, proud sponsors of our Man of the Match prizes. Strauss Burger Shoes, a proudly South African family-owned business in the heart of the Cedarburg, one of the leading shoe factories in South Africa since 1834, and South Africa's oldest handmade adventure shoes. Thank you for now.
My name is Rian from StatsPro, and we just want to introduce our player profile that we're going to launch in this coming week. So what we see here is the captain of Unimil. We can see here that his overall rank is better than 92% of the six flanks in the competition. Also on the right hand side, we see his attacking effort, which is just better than average, and his defensive attitude, which is deemed to be quite a bit better than the average. From there, we go to how we get to that 92%. We see a percentile created on attack, defense, and his error rate. There will be all the games that he's played in and the stats. On the other side, we have the captain of Hamilton's, Albrecht Coetzee, with his stats. He's deemed to be the best hooker in the league that we've coded. His stats on attack and the couple of games that he's played in. Hand over for the team sheets.
All right, so I am joined by my fellow commentator today, Mr. Adrian K. Adrian, good afternoon and welcome to this epic match day.
Good afternoon, Nick. What a pulsating day it's been in Western Cape Rugby. From this morning's Ladies Currie Cup final to the various schoolboy derbies to the semi-final of the URC that's currently underway, and now a very appetizing encounter between Unimil and Hammies here at the Stepford Oval at Hamilton's.
Yeah, as the second team fixtures have just wrapped up, with Unimil taking 28 points to 10 victory over Hammies, which will set up an absolute appetizing encounter for the first team fixtures, about to kick off in the next few minutes.
Yes, Nick. Hammies on a bit of a run here. 2 consecutive victories, and they've got home ground advantage today against one of the leading contenders in the Super League A this year. Unimil, the starting lineup: Kevin Nkidi, Zander Ace, Tiny van Wyk, Amir Hendricks, Reynard Alman. That's the lock combination. The loose trio is rounded up by Leon Carstens, Vian Engelbrecht, and Adrian Parwater. The halfbacks are Labib Kanamea and Junaid Aronsa. The centre combination, midfield combination today, Wilton Peterson and Cheslin Roberts. And the outside backs, Alroy Brunt, Dean Tattersall, and Jody Dennis. Right, at the Hammies lineup, fresh off a victory over Brackenfell 2 weeks ago. The front row, Devin Martinez, Aubrey Kutsia is back in the starting lineup, and Nick Robeck. The lock pairing of Friedel Weich and Ross Taylor, very successful 2 weeks ago. And then the loose trio of Dean Basson, Sia Apoleni and Henko Martins that had such a great game against Brackenfell. Louis Nell and Heinz Steenkamp resume their partnership in the halfback pairing, and Wensley Scott and Mario Wilson will look to do damage in the midfield. The back three very exciting: Yazid Karim, Damien Rawston and Vaynant McLaughlin. Nick, look for them to do a lot of damage today.
Adrian, in terms of the standout players to watch out for, who would you say the viewers should keep a close eye on?
Well, certainly Wilton Peterson is an outstanding player for the Unimil team. And then in the Hamilton's lineup, lots of talent. Look out for Heinz Steenkamp at 10.
Okay, as we await for the kickoff, it looks like Hamilton's will be kicking off and Unimil to receive. Today, not much wind to speak of, so that won't be a factor. No rain, good firm underfoot, which should be allowing for some good running rugby.
Yes, Unimil certainly coming here as the favourites today, and they've certainly lived up to that billing in some of the earlier games. They've just succeeded in winning the second team game. And Hamiltons have it all to do here at the Stefan Oval.
And there's a packed Stefan Oval underway as the referee blows for the start of the game.
Fine deal, hat-trick,
Clock.
As Sweet Caroline belts out at the Cape Town Stadium, adding some great atmosphere to our game here in front of us.
Oh, what a wonderful rugby day it is around the Western Cape today.
Hamilton's very proud to have hosted the Women's Currie Cup final, which was won by Border. So, absolute gracious hosts, Hamilton's.
What a pulsating encounter that was. We look forward to something similar here today, Nick. Free scoring game.
Kaname onto Aronsa, who releases his back line. Kaname is going to be very important pivot here for Unimil. Oh, interception by Hamilton's.
Well, the emotions are running high here, Nick. Already every battle, every collision is personal here today.
Einstein come ein out, the line out into the 22. And the refs, this referee's definitely sharp today. He knows his rules and laws.
Oh.
Captain Courageous Kutsia with the throw in. Beautifully taken there from Martins. As Hammy set up themselves. Kutsia with the carry up. A bludgeoning run forward. Now Louis Null onto Karim. Karim setting the ball down. McLaughlin there getting dirty. Not much momentum for Dean Basson to work with, but he's done well. Louis Null now back to his fly off. Apoleni did very well to hold on to it. No, he's lost it forward.
Unfortunately, Sia Apoleni lost that forward into a Unimil player before regathering, and that's the call of the referee. So there'll be a scrum just inside Hammy's territory in the middle of the field, but already very noticeable here today, Nick, a cup final type atmosphere. There's a fever around this ground today, and the intensity and the emotion that's out on display on the field is certainly quite something.
Yes, as Coach Rob has mentioned in previous weeks, they're treating every game as if it's a knockout game in terms of Hamilton's ambitions to make the playoffs.
Early scrum penalty to Unimil there.
It'd be interesting to see what they choose to do. Will they go for the points on offer, or?
They are going for the points. It seems like it was Devin Martinez called for a scrum infringement. And Unimol will opt for the kick for goal.
Be an important first kick here for Arendse. Sorry, guys. Kanamea lining it up. And it looks like he's over. Kanamea just pops it over the crossbar there.
And the early points to Unimol. No side establishing any type of dominance at the moment, but the scrum penalty there going the way of Unimol against Devin Martinez. And the early 3-point lead to Milnerton.
Good gather there from Unimol. Was the 8th man Parvata, Jerome Parvata's son. Another box kick there from Kanamea.
And the line out just inside Hammy's territory. Fantastic weather conditions here today, Nick. Not a breath of wind, and perfect temperature, about 20 odd, low 20s, probably 21, 22 degrees. As Aubrey Kutsia looks to feed the line out.
Yes, I think Unim will be very happy knowing that they're still down to 14 men and they've actually managed to earn some points. Hammy's now, no, turnover there for Unimol as no man just slices through the defense there. Brought up just short. And we'll go for the scrum for Unimol.
Louis now opting to go on his own there, getting isolated and turned over, and that's what led to the big overlap on the left-hand side of the field for Unimol. Luckily, Hammies were able to scramble into position and force a turnover, which they then consequently knocked on. So scrum deep inside Hammy's 22, Nick. The danger signs are certainly there. Unimol look very dangerous with ball in hand. They've got tremendous speed out wide.
Yes, Unimol a very settled team here. Been having a very good season. And just hoping to do the business today. As Arendse offloads it to his centre there, who was wrapped up there by the Hammy's defence. Kanamea now at the base of the ruck, looking to go blindside onto his prop, Van Wyk.
The referee seemed to be playing penalty advantage, but we'll have to wait and see whether that advantage has elapsed.
Kanamea now holding the ball, being wrapped there by Scott. Penalty to Unimol. Another 3 points on offer. The captain Carstens eagerly pointing to the poles.
Well, that certainly seemed to be a 50-50 call. I think the Hamilton's player made every effort to roll away, but in the opinion of the referee, he slowed play down sufficiently to award a penalty. And Unimol now have a chance to extend their lead.
Unimol seem to be knowing what's their strength and playing to it very well today.
Well, Unimol certainly building the innings here, building a lead early on with 13 minutes to go. It has been a fairly even game so far, Nick, but here and there Hamiltons have made a few indiscretions and given Unimol the chance to build a lead.
And Kanamea slots it over. Sorry, my apologies. Arendse slotting that one over quite comfortably. Very composed style, and the seasoned professional that he is. Hammies now with a bit to do and think. 6 points down on the scoreboard after 14 minutes. Not going to plan, but I'm sure there's a few springs in the step of Hammies late on in the game.
This kick is deep, and it's Parvato who carries into the 22, and Kaname will seek the relief of the touchline, which he finds. Certainly the halfback combination of Kaname and Arons have had a very good influence on this game so far, Nick.
Yes, indeed. Definitely ruling the roost here at the moment. Captain Kutsia with the throw-in. Be interesting to see who gets picked out. And it goes there to Mr. Weich. Apaleni with a good carry up in the midfield there. Louis Nell now. On to Captain Kutsia, who breaks the first tackle. Robeck now with a strong run. On to Basson, quick hands. Very enterprising player from Hamilton's back line. Going inside Karim. They just can't get Karim down here.
And another turnover at the breakdown. Magnificently won by number 13, I believe it was Roberts.
Parvata very Chabal-like in his playing and looks.
The poor clearance there by Unimall. Leaves the line out just outside the 22. And he's turning over the ball while they look very dangerous in the outside there. Yazid Karim once again, and we've mentioned his name several times over the last few weeks, Nick. Whenever he touches the ball, there seems to be something on. But Unimall managed to turn over the ball inside the 22.
Karim looking in a lot of discomfort there. We hope he doesn't have to go off because he's such a star player for Hammies. Okay, he's getting up, but it's not looking good.
Looking a bit groggy there. Seems to be being helped off the field. And this might be an early substitution. Looks very concerning there for Yazid Karim. And Bernardo Buerta seems to be taking the field.
Number 23, Bernardo Buerta entering the field of play. Kutsia finding the back pod. Not choosing to go for the maul, but spread it by the back line there.
Great read there on defense by number 13, Roberts.
And is that the Weich with the strong run up?
Steven Martinez with a great carry. He's looking to show patience and build some pressure here. Dean Basson.
He chooses to go into the boot, and Martin steps out there. Be interesting to see how Hammies choose what to do with the Unimall lineout, whether to contest.
Hammies probably not showing enough patience there in that attack, and allowing Unimall the chance to set up a ruck here and clear their lines.
Going wide, and Tattersall unfortunately just knocks it forward there. It's going to be a nice attacking scrum here for Hammies, right in deep into the 22 of Unimall.
Well, Tattersall's woes continue after getting the yellow card. He now knocks the ball on deep in his own 22. So Hammies have a really good chance here to come away with points if the scrum can hold up. Already 20 minutes, nearly 20 minutes gone. Nick has flown by.
Absolute flash in the pan here. just shows you the great brand of rugby these two teams bring to the table. As we see the chairman there, Mr. Mike Reynolds, looking
Massive scrum
on.
by Unimall. And they get the penalty, and that is a crucial penalty. Hammies looked like they were in a great position.
Bit of argy-bargy there, Mr. Robeck, deep in the heart of the matter.
Seems like Friedelbach has a few words to say. A lot of the members of the forwards introducing themselves to one another here this afternoon, Nick. It has been already an action-packed game with a lot of emotions. And let's hope that both teams can control their emotions here today and that we don't have any incidents of foul play.
Okay, Orange going to try and set up the line out here. And as the ball comes directly to the commentary box, only gained about 10 to 15 meters there, Adrian.
Yes, not the biggest clearance, but Milnerton will back their line out and try and set up an attacking platform or an exit platform here, which they duly do. Beautifully won.
Orange onto his forwards. Kaname scourging there. It's not a tidy ball, but they managed to come away with it. Brunt playing the ball there with the kick. McLaughlin with a nice catch. Onto Bernardo Buerta. He's got some gas to burn. Now on to Captain Kutsia. Now to Heinz Steenkamp. Going on to Scott. Holding on, penalty in favor of Unimall.
Well, penalty against Hammies for holding on. Wensley Scott seemed to be in control of that ball. Certainly a few 50-50 calls for the referee to make. And in that case, he decided in favor of Unimall. So the line-out will take place just inside Hammy's 22. And an opportunity for Unimall to add to their 6-point lead, which they have at the moment.
Okay, Unimall with a strong push there inside the Hammy's 22. Kaname now onto Orensa. He decides to go alone. And the ref will come back for the penalty.
The penalty seemed to be for collapsing there, Nick. It wasn't entirely clear who it was that was collapsing, but the referee has decided a penalty for Unimall. And they'll stick that one into touch about 6 or 7 meters from the Hammy's try line.
Unimall looking very impressive here in the opening quarter of this game.
Yes, it's certainly been a case of Unimall dominating the early exchanges here. Certainly in the scrum, they've had the advantage.
There you go, caught by Engelbrecht in the line out. Bit of slow ball there, but it's eventually come out. And currently the live score here there at Cape Town Stadium. Stormers 10 points, 15 to Ulster, and the Stormers have got a red card. Going back here, the number 13, Roberts with a strong carry.
Wrapped up, Hammy's over the ball, but couldn't steal it.
And ball lost forward. Hammy scrum on their own 5-meter line.
So Hammy survived there. Certainly it would have been a huge setback to concede a try, already being 6 points down, but there's a fighting spirit in this Hammy's team. Let's not forget they were 14 points to 0 down against GCT just over a month ago, and managed to lead at half time by 17-14. So one can't count the Hammy's team out, Nick.
Yes, Hammies are most definitely a second half team.
Yes, and I think the results over the last few weeks for Hamilton's has been very impressive. The draw, the come from behind draw against Marties, very impressive win over UWC, and then a real arm wrestle 2 weeks ago against Brackenfell, which they won by 15 points to 6. Also coming from behind in that game. But these are critical moments. Heinz Steenkamp will be looking to clear his lines, get Hammies further upfield, gain some territory, and maybe put the Unimall line out under pressure.
As we have a scrum reset here. And we've got our under-20 coach Andries here, who's joined us in the commentary box. The under-20s have had a sterling season so far, hey? Unbeaten.
Yes, and I believe it was a 48 points to 15 victory today, if I'm not mistaken.
Heinz Steenkamp with the clearance. Kannemeyer passing it to his winger Brandt. Brandt passing it to Roberts. And now Kannemeyer again. Onto Aronsa with a nice pass to his lock forward. And Unimall, some enterprising play here. Going up the field. Oh. Try time, Unimall.
Looks like it was number 6.
Is that the captain himself, Mr. Carstens?
Well, Carstens comes up with a try.
And he's living up to his stats. The 92% man.
Well,
really showing his effectiveness and efficiency for this Unimall side. Leading from the front.
Yes, Unimall stretching their lead to 11 points to 0 now with the conversion to come. And certainly the danger signs are there for Hammies. The set piece not functioning very well at the moment. Some of the decision making probably questionable too. And it looks like it's Kannemeyer that's going to line this one up, Nick.
Yes, his kicking has been pretty impressive today. Just a natural ball player and athlete. And just short. Good effort though from the far corner there. And as we move with 12 minutes to go, Unimall with an 11-0 lead.
Yeah, and much deserved. They've certainly been the more impressive team of the two early on, Nick. Hammies have a lot of work to do to fight back in this game. But as we've said many times, the important thing is how you end the half. And if Hammies can strike back here, they can certainly keep their noses in this game. As
Kannemeyer with the clearance kick, just outside his 22.
Kannemeyer only finds touch just outside his 22, and Hammies have an attacking platform here.
It's actually an important passage of play now for Hammies. They need to try and get something on the board here. They don't want the game to be a bit out of reach before half time.
So Aubrey Coetzee will feed, and they'll look for Henko Martins.
And he catches it lovely in the air there. It's like snatching apples. Okay, Louis now trying to set something out for Hammies. Low pass onto Dean Basson, who passes it to his teammate. Louis now onto Heinz Steenkamp. Inside to Rawston, to Scott, to McLaughlin. And just not to hand. And the ref will come back for the scrum option.
Well, Hammy's not showing any patience in attack there. Perhaps trying to become too creative too soon. And Heinz Steenkamp couldn't find Bernardo Buerta with that pass. It seemed to be a forward pass. And there's a scrum to Unimol and a chance gone wasted, Nick.
Yeah, you just noticed how composed the Unimol are in this half at the moment. Nothing seems to be bothering them too much. Kanemayer with the feed. And a big push there. Big push. Really asserting their dominance in the scrum.
Well, I think the Unimol tight head prop certainly came in on the angle there. It's a bit of a questionable decision. But nonetheless, in the opinion of the referee, that was a penalty to Unimol. And he's not found touch. So a little bit of a let-off. No. The touch judge flag is up, Nick, inside the 22. I thought he may not have found touch.
Nail-biting stuff here in the Stormers game. We're in the last minute and Stormers needing to score a try to stay in the contest.
And they're currently about 6 or 7 meters from the line as Herschel Yankees.
Unimol won the line out and now they're mauling it upfield. Aronser stepping inside, running back towards his support.
Here come Unimol. Any score now will make things very difficult for Hammies. As number 3 Van Wyk carries it forward, but the penalty for side entry coming against Unimol there, and that is a very welcome penalty for Hamilton's. Already 11 points down.
Yeah, I think Coach Robert Olivier is going to have a lot to ponder and to try and instruct his troops at the halftime interval just to try and get some ascendancy for his team.
Well, the set piece has certainly been a problem so far, particularly the scrum. They started out pretty even in the scrums, but in the last 20 minutes or so, Unimol have dominated the scrums. And there's no question it's going to be very, very difficult for Hamiltons to win this game unless they can get some sort of parity at scrum time.
Coetzee with the throw. And he finds his jumper very nicely, Mr. Wyk. Going through the hands and just can't hold on Basson. Unimol now with Parvat steaming up the midfield there. Quick ball there from Kanemayer. Arends helping his forward to propel. And Unimol are smelling something here. Or maybe it's just they're smelling Saggy Stone's burgers.
May very well be. What's that for you? A chicken burger or beef, Nick?
It looks to be all beef here today from Unimol. Inside ball. A little hack forward, but the ref will take them back for the offside penalty.
So Hammy certainly rattled by the physicality that Unimol have brought to this game. A lot of errors creeping into their game. A little bit of desperation as well, and that penalty is for offside inside the 22. Interesting to see with just under 7 minutes to go. Unimol opt for the scrum. And the scrum has certainly been a weapon for Milnerton today. And they'll see if maybe they can use this attacking platform to extend their lead, Nick.
As both sides just having a chat amongst themselves, just trying to just sort of get some organisation ahead of this the scrum penalty.
Stormers with a crucial scrum 7 metres from the line. Let's see what they can do. Trailing 10-5 against Ulster in the semi-final. For those of you who are trying to watch both games, Stormers with scrum dominance, but the referee orders a reset at the scrum. 15-10 to Ulster at the moment, Nick, and it seems at this stage as though there will be a URC final in Ireland.
In Belfast.
In Belfast, of all places. The Bulls are well positioned to possibly win that game, already being in Ireland.
Yeah, considering Ulster being the home team will have the most distance to travel ahead of that game.
Seems like Ross Taylor has been replaced by Eadrich Viljoen in the meantime.
And that looks to be a blood.
Could be a blood replacement. We can hear the last sounds of the game between Ulster and the Stormers in the background here, Nick.
And now Unimal on the attack. The big lock forward, burgeoning through Mr. Hendricks. And now Parvata as Unimal edge closer and closer to the Hammies line. And ref judges that not to be an intentional knock-on, and he'll just come back for the scrum.
So Hammies with a knock-on and collision there, in the opinion of the referee. And Unimal are still camped in the Hamilton's 22 with 4 minutes on the clock now. These moments are certainly crucial for Hammy's hopes in this game. They are really under pressure here. Any further points for Unimal will leave a mountain to climb in the second half, Nick.
You're absolutely spot on there, Coach Adrian. As Kanemayer puts in, and he swings it wide to Aronsa. Aronsa spreading it like butro butter.
Oh, Wilton Peterson getting a falcon there in the face, Nick. Aubrey Kutsia comes away with the ball. Now Hammies have a chance.
Seems to be all happening here today, Adrian, here in the Greenpoint precinct.
Are they going to speed it up here? Is Louis Null going to look to tap and go?
And the Stormers are driving through for the line as we do our dual cast here.
The Stormers 2 or 3 meters from the line.
Go, you good things.
We want a final in South Africa. Surely if they can swing it wide.
Go on! Go the Stormers! Over! Doesn't have they're going berserk in Cape Town Stadium.
15 all. Can you believe it? Could be heading by extra time.
With the kick to come. Sorry, as we return back to our live broadcast, the Captain Kutsia about to throw in. And our producer here, Rian, just absolutely having a good chuckle. This broadcast brought to you proudly by Stats Pro, your number one pro in stats.
Heart-stopping moments at the Cape Town Stadium, Nick. That was incredible. What a finish.
I don't know if you saw that first try by Ulster, but it looked very forward. Surprising the TMO didn't have a second look there. But anyway.
Well, we're suddenly into extra time territory. Let's switch our focus back to the game at hand. Yeah, Hamilton's trailing Unimal by 11 points to 0. It seems like the referee and his assistant are having a conversation at the moment. Not quite sure what that could be about, but Hammy's holding on, hanging on by a thread. They've been camped in their own half and then their own 22 in the last 5 or 6 minutes or so. As Aubrey Kutsia looks to feed in the line out.
Oh, you just feel the tension in the air as Aubrey Kutsia throws in. Up Eleni with a good carry. Louis Nell with lovely distribution. Inside runs Rawson. Rawson to going down the line to Bernardo Buerta. And Bernardo gets unstuck there. And
Buerta unfortunately turning over the ball here, and he has a big chance on the outside for Milnerton. Henko Martins covering beautifully. Up Eleni.
oh, and the crowd are going wild. It looks like the Stormers have done something there.
Well, here comes Mani Libok. He's about 5 meters in from touch. Can he land this?
The biggest
and
kick of his career.
Can he take the Stormers to a home final here next week?
As we wait and we watch. Oh, it's all happening here at the Stephen Oval.
Mani
wait for the line
Libok steps forward.
And he slots
And
it.
Yeah! He's
The
nailed
Stormers
it!
have won. Oh, it's all happening.
The Stormers through to the URC
Stormers have
final.
won.
Can you believe it?
And the crowd erupt here. There you go. The Mexican waves are blasting.
And in the meantime,
Sorry, as we return
Unimol
to the business.
off their feet at the breakdown. Sorry, there was the small match of the URC final, which we have been keenly following here, Nick. The Stormers through to the final in dramatic circumstances.
Yeah, let's see if Hamiltons can use some of that magic in the air to get some points on the board here as Heinz Steenkamp sets up for the kick.
Yes, last play of the first half. First half certainly dominated by the pace setters in this year's Super League A Unimol. They've been full value for their 11-point lead so far. Certainly at scrum time they've dominated, but Heinz Steenkamp will look to give Hammies some points for their efforts in the first half. So let's see if he can make this from about 45 meters or so.
He strikes it and it's through the uprights. Heinz Steenkamp just marshalling the aircraft into the landing zone.
Well, that was a crucial penalty by Heinz Steenkamp just before halftime. It seems like
We got a minute and a half to go.
There's still a minute and a half to go, and Hammies do have another opportunity to come away with some more points if they can control this kickoff and maybe build a little bit of pressure.
Okay, sloppy regather for Unimil, but they get it in the end.
So the knock on there by Hammies, and the scrum to take place in Hammies territory with about a minute or so to go before half time. Hammies, although they're trailing by 11 points to 3, have certainly held on here when it looked like Unimil might extend their lead. And I think we've all of our spirits have been lifted here moments ago by by seeing the Stormers make the URC final, Nick. Can you imagine? Cape Town's going to be bedlam next week. The Bulls versus the Stormers in the URC final. Who could have dreamt it?
Oh. And as the boys run up the field, McLaughlin chasing, and Captain Courageous Carstens with the clean up there for Unimil.
Well, still a chance as Henko Martin tracks back. Certainly a huge chance here. Man down for Unimil.
Henko Martins, the athlete.
Exploit it.
Martins on the fly, and he's given it to his centre. Oh, just sloppy work there. Give the guys some super glue for their hands.
Unfortunately, Mario Wilson lost that in contact, and that was absolutely crucial. Hammies, for the first time in this game, on the front foot, deep inside Unimil territory, and it seems like
when Hammies click, they just look like another level, but it's just about trying to get out into that fourth gear of theirs.
Well, Hammies have certainly been physically rattled by Unimil in this first half. That's forced them to make a number of errors, some of them unforced.
As we go into the referee's optional time.
Crucial scrum here. Hammies certainly need to sort out their problems in the scrum.
Big push there from Hammies. Parvata peeling off the scrum there.
Referee will certainly be under pressure here to make a few calls, but seems like Kaname has put that one out. Kaname has put that one out, and time is not up yet, so
And
big
remember,
big chance here for Hammies.
remember, we've had quite a few stoppages. So what the stadium clock says and what our clock isn't the actual referee's time.
Well, I think, Nick, we're going to look back at this moment. Here's an error by Kanamea, giving Hammies a chance. Line out on the 5-meter line. Let's see whether they can come away with points here. Irjafulyun gets the ball.
The young 19-year-old. What a star he's been for Hammies this season. As Hammies set up now.
Aubrey Couture wrapped up there. Louis Null. Will he set up another few phases? Here's Robeck. Was that Martinez taking it up? Oh. Well, that's a penalty in a very kickable position, Nick.
The ref wanting to go and have a word with his assistant.
Wesley Holtman, the assistant referee, walking over to have a word with the referee.
Wesley, the AR, who's actually studying to be a doctor. So he's got surgical view of that incident.
Well, this is going to be a crucial call with time up on the clock. The penalty was originally awarded to Hammies. Let's see if the referee sticks with that decision or if there was potentially another incident. It seems like one of the Unimall players is being called over. This could be a big moment in the game, Nick.
Ref having stern words there, and he's going to the pocket. Oh
And
my
it's
word,
a
it's a
red
red.
card.
I wonder what on earth would have happened for a red.
It's a red card and a massive moment in this game.
And the player is visibly distraught.
A massive moment in the Super League A season. Right here at Hamilton's, a red card, I believe.
We're just trying to find out who has.
Trying to see the number there. It's number 4. And that'll be
Hendricks.
Hendricks getting a red card. We're not entirely sure what that was for, but Unimall down to 14 men for the remainder of this game. This is going to be a crucial time for Hammies to see if they can get points just before half-time to narrow that gap.
This is the opening that Hammies have needed. Held up, and will that be half-time? And the ref takes us to half-time. What a journey it's been this first half.
Well, what a half it's been. There's been a cup final atmosphere all around the Greenpoint Common here today. Certainly with what happened in the semi-final and here at the Stefan Oval as well, where Unimall deservedly lead by 11 points to 3. But the spanner in the works, Nick, a red card just on half-time for Hendricks, the lock.
Well, the same happened to the Stormers. They got a red card and they won the game. So we'll see some similarities between Cape Town Stadium and the Stephen Oval. As we go into half-time, we just want to thank our sponsors, the various sponsors who've brought this live broadcast to all our viewers around the globe. Thorpe Motor Group, Forward, Apparel, Strasbourg Comfortable Shoes, Kepu, Vasco da Gama, Saggy Stone for the best burgers on the strip, Decro Paints, Ama Boko Boko, and Aramax. All proud sponsors of Hamilton's Sea Point Rugby Football Club.
At Decro
Decro, we
Paints,
bring your
we're
world to
always
li-
bringing
to
paint
colour.
to life by manufacturing and developing innovative quality products for our customers. This constant innovation brings you the Decro Enviro range, the greenest coating range in Africa.
Our commitment to be an environmentally responsible company is what drives our product development team. We are passionate about what we do, and our innovative green products reflect that.
The Decro Enviro range represents our dedication to caring for the environment and our customers.
As architects, we have a responsibility to our clients and the environment, and to know that we are specifying high quality paints without any harmful chemicals, and contributing to a greener planet is definitely a win-win for us.
Decro's environmentally friendly promise, the Decro Daisy, assures you that the Decro product you're buying has no harmful substances. The Decro Enviro range consists of plaster and masonry primer, an alkali-resistant primer and sealer for use on new plaster, crete stone, fiber cement, and alkaline surfaces, which provides excellent sealing properties, suitable for interior and exterior porous surfaces such as asbestos, fiber cement, plaster, bricks, cement, and various types of composition boarding. Hydrotex, a high-quality, light-textured coating that covers plaster imperfections, surface defects, and bridges hairline cracks. It allows a protective barrier against extreme weather elements on exterior walls. Pure Velvet, a premium quality interior exterior velvet coating with a low sheen finish which is washable, stain resistant, and has excellent durability and high opacity. Decro Pure Velvet can be applied to new primed cement plaster walls, fiberboard, gypsum plaster, ceiling boards, and suitably primed metal and wood. Exterior Guard, an exceptionally high quality, fiber reinforced, flexible, waterproof exterior coating with a low sheen. Decro Exterior Guard bridges hairline cracks, has excellent durability and outstanding waterproofing properties. Non-drip enamel, a water-based, non-yellowing interior-exterior enamel which is highly durable and washable, which dries to an attractive low sheen finish, ideal for furniture and all suitably primed wooden trim. Ripple Touch, a high-quality, heavy textured coating that covers plaster imperfections, surface defects, and bridges hairline cracks, ideal for application to exterior surfaces. Pure Matte Acrylic, a premium quality interior-exterior matte coating which is highly washable, stain resistant, and has excellent durability and high opacity. Decro Pure Matte Acrylic can be applied to new primed cement plaster walls, fiberboard, gypsum plaster, ceiling boards, and suitably primed metal and wood. The Decro Enviro range, the greenest coating range in Africa.
Can we return? Give me a second. Cool. You'll have to wait and listen. We aim to please. Love it. And as the second half gets underway here, young Idrich Viljoen with the catch. Aubrey Kutsia with the run on. Now passing through onto Super Mario. McLaughlin now tackled. Hammy is definitely feeling the ascendancy here. This encounter is really notched up a bit in intensity. Captain Kutsia with a strong run through there. Louis now onto Scott. Scott not going down easily. Now onto Einsteinkamp. Onto Kutsi. Kutsini. Oh, he just carries on and on like a battering ram. Now Einsteinkamp with a kick but charged down. And the ref will take us back.
Yes, Nick, it seems like a penalty for an earlier infringement, high tackle, as the second half starts. The lights are on here at Hammy's. It's a festive crowd.
Saturday Night Lights, live. I don't know, Unimil seemingly losing their composure of the first half. Heinz Steenkamp now looking to set up the lineouts.
Well, the question is, can Hammies exploit the red card just before half-time, which was dished out to Hendricks, the number 4 lock, and Hammies with a 15-14 advantage for just over 40 minutes here. Can they exploit that?
Oh, good line out there. Louis Nell now spreads it wide. And Basson takes a lot to stop him. They've been spraying the ball like good old Decro paint here, Uncle Adrian.
A great carry there by Friedelweich. He's been charged down. Louis Nell charged down by...
Ja, ik zie die krakkers af, ja.
Did you see it? Really? Let's see, bounce was wrong, but then I will show you.
Krakkers af! Krakkers af!
But they'll have to build some pressure. They'll have to build some sustained pressure against this excellent Unimall team.
Case with the throw-in. Stolen there by Hinku Martins. Damien Rawston now with the run onto Fulyun. For Yun loses it forward.
And all their
Now
hard work
Kannemeyer
undone.
going down the line. Great tackle there. Crucial tackle there for Hammies. Unimil now with all the pressure on Hamilton's. Unimil's going to test Hamilton's defense here. Aronsa going by himself. Losing it forward.
Another let off there for Hammies. Here comes Apaleni. Still playing advantage for the knock on. Hammies let off the hook there. That was crucial moments. And the knock on saved Hammies there. Otherwise, Unimil was certainly in position to extend that lead, Nick.
Looking very threatening. And the crowd absolutely soaking up the atmosphere today.
Well, just looking at the Unimil coaches, a lot of words being spoken at the moment. They certainly realize the importance of being in this position. A man down, 10 minutes into the second half. They'll be absolutely delighted that they haven't conceded points either at the end of the second half when Hammies were camped on their line or in the first 10 minutes of this half, Nick.
Yes, Ismail Dolly, the Unimil coach, would have seen it all before, having a glittering club career and as well as playing a few games for Province.
Well, the breeze has certainly picked up now.
Yeah, definitely a chill in the air. I've had to put on my blazer again. The true Cape winter is setting in.
Well, it's set to arrive with emphasis tomorrow night, Nick.
This is just the appetizer for the week ahead. We've been truly spoilt for weather this past week. All in the mid-20s. You would have thought it was a December evening. All the Hammies practice nights.
Right, Louis Nell will feed the scrum deep in the Hammies 22. This will be a crucial scrum with the proper replacements on. Let's see if Gustafsson and Nokia can make a difference to the Hammies scrum. Unimil scurrying with 7 men, so let's see how it goes.
Rather scrappy, but Unimil have recovered now. Unimil setting up the attack. Elman running onto it.
Well, a massive scrum by Hammies and not getting the penalty decision from the referee. That'll certainly be questioned.
Dives for the line. Try time, Unimil. Unimil really asserting their dominance now. Even being a man down.
Well, I'm not really sure how Hammies didn't get the decision at the scrum there. They had absolute scrum dominance. Definitely Unimil standing up under pressure, wheeling the scrum. And they'll be very disappointed by that decision. It now seems as though Aubrey Kutsia is having a word with the referee, but nonetheless, it is a try to Unimil.
I think it was Kannemeyer. The
like
nuggety scrum off.
Seems like it's Kannemeyer, and the lead is extended to 19-3.
Hammies need a big wake-up call here. Their season is hanging by a thread. They're going to have to dig deep now with 27 minutes to go on the clock. Worried faces here around the Stephen Oval.
Well, Brunt's going to step forward to see if he can add the extra 2.
And it's over!
Hasn't he been brilliant today, Nick, from the kicking tee? That's 4 from 4, I think.
Calm, composed, and professional. And looks like the main man, Hilton Lobbits, is on the field. The former Blue Bull in Western Province, as well as Baby Bok. Steenkamp with the restart. And the main man, Hilton Lobbits, charging forward there. Clearance there by Kannemeyer.
Here's Damien Rawston. Let's see if he can come up with something.
Rawson still down after that hit. There goes Nienaber. Oh, ferocious contact here between Unimil and Hammies. All the action taking place right under our nose.
Hammy's a man down. Damien Rawston still down, but here's Wesley Scott. Oh, goodness me. Mario Wilson unfortunately losing the ball forward. Got to find a way of getting out of this area without conceding any points.
Unimil going about their business in a cool, calm manner as they surge towards the line, and they've scored the try. Unimil running rampant here today.
Well, underlining why they are the pace setters in this year's Super League A. They come up with a try from the driving maul. And even with 14 men, they are now well and truly in control of this game, Nick.
No, indeed, Adrian. Yeah, I don't know much to say from Hamilton's perspective. Just being completely outplayed against 14 men.
Yes, you've got to give credit to Unimil. Physically, they've brought a massive onslaught in the scrums and the breakdown and in the collisions to Hamilton's. The Hammies have been rattled, forced into errors, and certainly been forced to push passes and make decisions they may not otherwise have made.
And Brunt lining up his kick here. We got a lovely view of it.
There we go, right in front of us. We can see this as Brunt prepares to step forward. Can he add the extra 2?
He strikes it, and just to the left, shaving the upright oh so close.
Right, Hammies with 22 minutes on the clock. roughly. Trailing by 26 points to 23. If they are to have any hope here, they'll have to score very soon.
Steenkamp going deep. Great take there by Parvata. Can Hammies make something out of this? Kanamea with the box kick. Steenkamp with a great catch there. Hammies looking determined here to try and rescue the situation. Scott. McLaughlin onto Martins.
Penalty advantage as Edric Viljoen gets hammered back in the tackle.
Bernardo Buerta going backwards. Habst onto Steenkamp with the inside ball into Scott. But Milnerton were far too aware for that move.
Well, the penalty here, the options are being given to Hamilton's for 2 possible penalties.
I think they're going to have to start going for the corner and for points.
Yes, I think they'll certainly have to get a try within the next 2 or 3 minutes. If they're going to be able to get it back into this game, Nick. The sands of time are running out here, and Heinz Steenkamp's going to look for the corner. Let's see if he can find touch. It doesn't seem as though he's found touch. And the Hammies' woes continue, unfortunately. Certainly the pressure that Milnerton have put Hammies under here is starting to reap rewards for them psychologically. Heinz Steenkamp with a relatively simple touch finder. Not able to find touch on that occasion.
Yeah, nothing seemingly going to plan for Hammies. Not finding touch, being sent back, all the way back.
Line out taking place right in front of us here. Aubrey Kutsia looking for Edric Viljoen.
Scott now with the pass onto McLaughlin, finding Bernardo Buerta. And he gets tackled into touch.
A magnificent defense there. And the quick throw from Unimore as Kaname looks to find the open spaces. Mario Wilson tracking back. Henku Martins with him. And Henku Martins has it. Here's Damien Ralston.
Not held in the tackle.
Oh, well, that was certainly had to be tackler release. The referee didn't spot it, but the assistant referee got that. One tackler release, there's no question. The Milnerton player ripped the ball in the tackle there. 14-man Milnerton leading 26-3 here at the Stephan Oval. Clinton Haps looking for touch. Hammies have changed their kicker for touch here, Nick. Didn't gain much ground there.
I guess the only consolation is that it was out.
Yes, at the moment, not much has gone right for Hammies in these 18 minutes or so far.
Here at this packed Stephan Oval, Hamilton's Rugby Club. Oh, just that probably sums up Hammy's game so far.
Wensley Scott to Wynand McLaughlin. Is that a knock on? Yes, it is. Well, I think the Milnerton fans are feeling very confident right now, Nick.
Getting very vocal here this evening.
It did seem as though just before half-time with the red card and with Hammies in their territory that there were a few worried faces, but their team has responded fantastically in this half, the second half so far. They've been absolutely magnificent, and they're very close to putting this one away.
As Heinz Steenkamp gets replaced.
Seems like 21-year-old Charles Janssen in jersey 22 has taken his place.
Coach Rob Olivier ringing the changes now. He needs to try and somehow find some leverage to work off here. Hopefully the fresh legs will produce it.
Well, any score between now and the next couple of minutes, if Hammies can find a way to score, the questions will be asked of Milnerton as to whether they can, with 14 men, withstand a late onslaught. But time is not in Hammy's favour. Free kick to Unimol for an early shove by Hammies, and Parvat not taking it from the mark. So they go all the way back. Unimol 26, Hamilton's 3. There have been a few chances for Hammies, but certainly Unimol have dominated this game and are well worth their 26 points to 3 lead so far. Huge up and under here, and McLaughlin's going to get underneath it. Oh. Referee didn't see the knock on there by the looks of things. It's at best a marginal call. Hammies have a chance to run it now. Still ferocious tackling by Milnerton.
Oh, big hit there. Janssen now with a bit of fresh legs. Habst with a long pass out to Rawson. Rawson not giving up. Rawson wanting this.
Hammy's running it from their own half here. Let's see how far they can get. Bit scrappy there. Here goes Janssen.
Go there, Janssen. With a long pass out to Martins. Martins now steaming up the line.
Oh, it's a high tackle.
Advantage will be played.
Oh, that's going to be a big call to make for the referee. Is he going to go to the pocket for that one, Nick?
Oh, if he does, it'll be interesting. Habs now. And they'll take the penalty.
Well, this is a very, very big moment in the game. Milnerton already down to 14 men. It doesn't seem as though he feels that there was any degree of foul play in that high tackle. It certainly didn't look good to me. Here we go. What will Charles Janssen do? He's got to look for touch here. He's got to look to drive Hammies deep into Milnerton territory and set up a driving maul that they can score from.
As he finds touch just a few meters inside of the 22. If it was ever time, now or never, young Adrian.
Well, I think
and a rousing applause for young Kannemeyer. Great game he's displayed today.
I think perhaps time is against Hammies. I think they may be looking more for a miracle than anything else right now.
Yeah, nothing is going their way. There goes Gustafsson. I don't know, you sort of get the feeling the writing's on the wall now for Hammies, not being able to convert their chances.
Yes, especially given the fact that they've had the 14, the one-man advantage and have not really been able to capitalize at all. It was really brilliant by Milnerton. You can't take anything away from them here today. They have been outstanding. The way they've competed at the breakdown, the dominance they've had at the scrum, no question. There's no question why they are the pace setters in this year's Super League A, Nick. Once again, Hammy's there taking a quick tap and immediately a contest at the breakdown, which Milnerton secure the penalty and are able to relieve pressure.
In which you wouldn't think that they're the team with the man short.
Yeah, they certainly haven't looked a man short in this half. And if anything, they've had the better of the second half. They may even have had a better second half than they had in the first half.
Yeah, fully agree with you on that one.
And Abi Kutsia is, in the meantime, coming off. It's been a tough afternoon for the Hammies forwards against this very physical Milnerton team.
Ball not going to hand in that line out. Big scrum here now from Unimil as they look to close out this game with just over 10 minutes to go.
Yes, Unimil still have the bonus point on offer here. They can get a fourth try. And so there's a lot to play for them. But here's a penalty to Hammies, and Clinton Habs takes it quickly. And can he find some space here? Another error, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Hammies with a succession of errors. What can McLaughlin do? He looks to find Charles Janssen. Crowd baying for a forward pass. Here's Haps. He offloads to Martins. To Bernardo Bueta.
Bernardo Bueta.
And unfortunately, Bernardo Bueta lost that forward in the contact. And Hammy showing a little bit of enterprise there.
As more fresh legs come on for Unimil. Number 17, Isaacs, and number 19, charge down there. And now Unimil with the try. It's Brunt who's just scored. The referee's gone for a tumble this week.
Well, very interesting to see whether there was a knock on there. Play seemed to scramble up. Very hard to see in the corner there, Nick. But it looked to me as though there might have been a knock on. The referee was unsighted. He's being advised by the assistant referee at the moment as to whether that was a try. He certainly was unsighted for the try. He was accidentally taken out by Beatrice Nienaber in an attempt to scramble back.
Yeah, unfortunately things starting to get a bit messier for Hamiltons as Unimil search for that bonus point try.
Well, it seems as though the try is awarded and has been awarded by the referee. The touch judge, the assistant referee rather, did not see a knock-on. It'd be interesting to see in a replay that was a knock-on, but nonetheless, Milnerton extend their lead and get the bonus point here, which would be crucial for their chances going forward in the Super League A. Hamilton's, on the other hand, may well have seen their chances in this year's Super League A come to an end.
Brunt lining it up. And he strokes it. Over it goes. Brunt with the try gets the 2 points as well.
And the Milnerton fans definitely finding voice now. They know this one is in the bank for Unimil. 33 points to 3 with only 6 minutes or so as Charles Janssen kicks one high into the sky, and it's well contested by Petrus Nienaber.
Hilton Lobbert with a great catch there. Jerome, Mr. Parvater going through. Big strong run there. And Unimil just know their game. They know their strengths. So well organised. Hamilton's now with the counter. McLaughlin to Bernardo Buerta. Apaleni now with the run. Charging through there. Taking a couple defenders with him. Inside Scott Ball to Nienaber, who loses it forward. Isaacs with the offload. And Unimil charging down into the 22 of Hamilton's.
Yeah, the heads seem to be dropping now on the Hamilton side, and they've got to keep it together for the next five minutes or so. 31 points to 3, certainly not the result they were looking for at their home ground. And Friedelweich and Adrian Parvater seem to be exchanging a few words.
I'm sure they'll be on the top of each other's Christmas lists.
It seems as though everybody's calmed down now and time is back on. Petrus Nienaber, no. Seems like somebody else has been called over. I'm not exactly sure. It's like it's Wynand McLaughlin. He's being called over. I think he's the captain at this point with Heinz Steenkamp having been replaced, but there's a card coming out of the pocket. No. Referee's still taking advice here from some of the players. He's ordering them back. He's going to have a chat to both of the captains.
Well, talking about Christmas in July, what about a pair of some Straussburgers for that Christmas in July present?
Well, they certainly look good with a pair of shorts in summer.
Yeah, and Unimil have got this game covered like a great coat of Decro paint.
Well, they've certainly been and shown their title credentials here today, Nick. They've been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I think a very impressive display from the visitors. You know, having the long trek from the Theo Marais Sports Complex.
Well, they were certainly the favourites coming into this and certainly showed why. Physically, they've been outstanding. In the set piece, they've been brilliant. And at the breakdown, they've certainly out-contested Hammies, who have a lot of thinking to do as Clinton Haps runs this one. Wensley Scott to Mario Wilson.
Strong carry-up field there for Martins as we are encountering the closing moments of this game.
It's a penalty advantage for high tackle by the looks of things. Hammy's not able to make much impact here. Spreading the ball wide, but the referee goes back for the penalty. And once again, Clinton Haps looks to spread the ball wide. It's a bit of a wild pass to Wensley Scott.
Yeah, Hammy's just, I guess they can only just play down the clock here.
Well, they'll certainly look for their opportunities as Edric Viljoen spreads it wide to McLaughlin.
Bernardo Buerta tackle there. Great tackle from the captain, Leon Carstens. Adrian, who would be your man of the match?
Well, I'd probably go for Kaname, the scrum half. I think he's been excellent. It'd be my choice for man of the match. His tactical kicking was brilliant throughout this game. And although it's very difficult to single out a player in the Milnerton lineup because it's been a very impressive team display by them, my vote would probably go to him.
Yeah, and I think also another one who really put his hand up was the captain, Carstens. He also was involved all over the place. And you can even mention Parvata. So a great team performance here from Unimil on the day. And full value for their 31 points to 3. It's not quite the final score yet, but it's looking that way.
Yeah, Milnerton leading 33 points to 3 at the moment, with just under a minute to go. Certainly not the result Hammies were looking for today. There's been a big build-up and huge excitement towards this game. But physically, Hammies have been out-muscled here today. There's no question about that. The Milnerton forwards have brought the fight, brought the intensity to Hammies, and Hammies were found wanting. As Edric Viljoen gets the ball over the top.
And he's isolated.
Another brilliant steal.
And then
here's Tattersall, and he beats the defender.
And he looks good for the try there. Try awarded, and Unimil stretched their lead even further. And Hammies are looking very dejected here this evening.
The cherry on the top for Milnerton. Great try by Dean Tattersall in the left-hand corner. And it's been one-way traffic here. Milnerton, after leading 14-3 at half-time, have now extended their lead to 38 points to 3. They are in raptures, and so is the crowd, the travelling crowd that's followed them to this fixture. Smiles all over, Nick.
No, of course. The Millies have really done themselves proud today, and definitely showing why they are Super League A contenders this season.
Well, they're certainly the favourites at the moment, and they've showed it here today as Brunt lines up a conversion. This will be the icing on the cake. Unimil 38, Hamilton 3. So if he can land this, he'll gain Milnerton around 40 points to 3 victory.
Remember, we've had quite a few stoppages, so we're going to be going to ref's time now.
Benjamin Rosewell taking that kick on the face as he tried to collect it behind the poles.
High flying Hammies Jr., young Benjamin Rosewell.
Right, let's see if Hammies can get anything from this game. The referee's indicated about 3 minutes left here.
And Gustafsson there with a strong, powerful carry. The number 18 of Hamilton's charging through, but he gets held up. McLaughlin now just trying. Are we back live?
Okay. We'll be back soon.
No, that power upstairs in the upstairs area is so unreliable. And we're back live.
Yes, the last right's being read here to Hammies, Nick. 38-3. This could be Close to the last play now as Milnerton feed and the scrum collapses.
Thoroughly convincing result here for Unimil, as our beloved general manager Derek with the man of the match prizes in his hand. So those two lovely pairs of Strasburgers. As we have a mass exit of the crowd, they've seen enough today. Really got their rugby's worth today with the Curry Cup Women's Final. Those who went to the Stormers game, and now as we end off with the Unimil Hammies match.
Well, it's been a packed Saturday here in the Western Cape. Lots of school derbies, Paul Boys, Boland Landbou, Saxon Weinberg, Rondebosch and Bishops, and the URC final. As Hammies get the squeeze on here, they might get the penalty as Enko Martins breaks away to Damien Rawston.
I must say, every time Rawston's got the ball, he's really done... added a lot of value.
He's looked quite dangerous every time he's got the ball. The problem is he hasn't got the ball that much in space in this game, as McLaughlin runs sideways and gets trapped in possession. It's Bernardo Buerta getting manhandled there. And the knock-on is there, and that could well be the end of the game. Will the referee look at his watch? Yes.
Terrific performance here from Milnerton. And their party is going to start tonight.
Well, a big celebration and a big roar from the Milnerton fans celebrating on the Stephan Oval here as they prepare to break into song. Wilton Peterson leading the song at the moment.
True sense of community from Unimil, and maybe that's what's galvanizing them as a championship contending team.
Well, you've got to give them credit as they sing in celebration. This is a very, very sweet victory to complement their victory 3 years ago on their home ground against Hamilton's. This will be even sweeter, Nick, by 38 points to 3 away from home on Hamilton's home ground. Lots of thinking for the Brandstrats of the Hamilton's team to do over the next couple of weeks as they chart the path forward. All is not lost. They'll certainly be looking to end in the playoff places for the President's Cup, and perhaps we might even see this fixture again later on in the season in the President's Cup. So all is not lost. Hamilton's will live to fight another day, and I'm sure Coach Robert Olivier, Greg van Jaarsveld and the team will certainly be building this team further as the season goes by.
Yeah, well, thanks again for a lovely day of rugby here, Adrian. And we have Nick Britt signing off until the next time Hammies play.